him down! So, as it would turn out, for the last over hour, I have been talking to absolutely nobody. Turns out my mic was muted. I think. Once again, not sure. I say once again as if anyone has heard the last hour plus of me talking. But yeah, saw we had one person pop in momentarily. Had checked the checked to see if I could look at the just analytics and stats of that all, and saw that my mic was muted. So whoops. I will try to reiterate everything that I had said over the last hour. Not everything. Some things. And just hit on some key points. I fully recognize that nobody is watching me. More doing this for myself. Not necessarily to get people in on this. Just kind of, as you could see from earlier in the stream, trying to grind out the Japanese naval tree, naval bomber tree. But that naval bomber tree. Sorry, I am a wee bit distracted. And bombers in general, not renowned for the most riveting gameplay. Something Swedish, something very dead. Oh no, that was Russian. Huh. Small world. Looks like it was fully loaded with bombs. I should probably move my tank out of fire. Put up just a little bit so that planes can only hit me from this direction. Speaking of, here comes one right now. Get some anti-aircraft kills with this thing. Oh goodness. Okay, we stopped capturing, which means somebody who evidently was staring right at me was in our path. Okay. Let's pull out this. Try to be helpful for our team. Okay, it's internal. Can never remember with these planes which ones have internal bomb bays and which ones are carrying externally. Because I'm pretty sure it's the G4M1. Japanese heavy bomber that has. It's not the G4M1. It's whatever's before that one. Has a. Like, it has a bomb bay, but it doesn't have a door. And so, you know, you don't have to open the door before you drop your bomb. But it's weird because the bomb is still like in the plane, just not enclosed all the way. Okay, we are going to get outmaneuvered by this guy because I'm going too fast. Alright. That's one way to do it, I suppose. Oh, okay. Jeez. Did not even see that guy. As you can tell, I'm pretty hot garbage at this game. It's what, an A36? We have plenty of ammunition on this plane, so... But they are stealth rounds, so hitting him is going to be not fun. They are only 7.7, so the damage is going to be negligible. What's a P40? I don't know. I hit that P38 with a bomb, so we should be, yeah, should be getting that one. I suppose we will just watch the remainder of this game play out. It's not too much more left in it. And we are going to win. Kind of wished I would have got that other plane, but you know, that's why we carry the bomb, to take down other planes, right? We use the bomb to blow up enemy planes. Going to eat something real quick. Apologize if y'all hear chewing sounds. I could just mute myself, but that'd make too much sense. Okay. I want this. No, I want that. Okay, well, I don't want to repair those. So, in the interest of doing something exciting, what in the world? Okay. Let's do something new and innovative from, what is that? New tank. Never seen this one before. Interesting. Interesting. I so don't want to keep playing Japan. But that sucks for me, because I'm gonna have to. So, let's see if there's anything interesting. France, not particularly. Oh, okay. Looks like that one finished. Get fuselage. Let's start this, because we're gonna want those bombs. France, I would play. But the problem is I am doing I'm doing the heavy tank line right now, right? And I don't want to play the B1. It's it's been a year since when I was doing all this, but I woefully do not enjoy those things. I really enjoyed doing the M43, 105, and the M10. You know, the non-French vehicles, the American vehicles. Which it looks like I'm just gonna get 2 more American vehicles before I get actual French vehicles, which is fine. I don't care. I just think it's funny. Excuse me. Okay. You know, they always add new vehicles, but with the exception of the French pack, not the German pack, because I don't have any research into my German tech tree. But with the exception of the French pack, I can't really unlock anything. So, the problem is that I don't want to play any of these. But I need to. There's only 6. Oh, that would make choosing a vehicle easier to research for the Chinese tech tree. Now let's do this. Let's start. Okay, sorry. I am having a brain fart. Let's do this. Let's start on the Chinese tech tree, you know? What fun and exciting vehicles do we get? Okay, those are original tanks. Well, quote-unquote original tanks. There's a original tank. Here's one as well. AA, but you know. Okay, that's technically original. That's my big thing with not loving the Chinese tech tree is most of these are just, you know, captured or sold or you know, whatnot. The further down you go, obviously you get more Chinese made vehicles. But it will be a long time before we get there. There's a Bangladeshi one. Wow. I know this one's Pakistani. Chinese. Oh, another Bangladeshi one. Chinese. Just doing a quick check to see. They're all Chinese. And then there's obviously going to be some Taiwanese, like that one right there. Or, no, these aren't Taiwanese. These are, well, I guess it depends on your perspective. Going from an objective historical standpoint, this was the Republic of China, which is what modern day Taiwan is, considered by Taiwan, as well as other governments. But mainland China as a whole was, at the time of these vehicles being produced, was overwhelmingly and internationally recognized by the Republic of China. They were, I believe they were already in the Chinese Civil War, in which the People's Republic of China, who is the modern day governing body of mainland China, was rebelling and ultimately won against the Republic of China, but they were not the internationally recognized government at the time. So, there's a little history lesson, which I am confident anybody who would watch this is already well aware of. Especially if it's anybody who, you know, big into War Thunder. I think it's 50 cows. Yep, those are 50 cows. hinges are somehow sturdy enough to significantly halt the advance of a multi-ton vehicle. Now, obviously this is a light vehicle in the realm of what we are talking about in this game, but I don't think my Kia Soul is doing too much against this game. I should not have aimed that for so long. It's my fault. I'm just gonna respawn. So we will try this again. Probably gonna get an assist on that. Though assists do not help in my in this project. So, I mean, they're useful in that they're points. They're gonna enable me to unlock more vehicles, which I will, of course, need to work on this project. But they do not directly progress the specific vehicle that you get them. Though we did finally get some progress today. We got one air kill with the D4Y2 when we bombed that P38. Not exactly how I anticipated that progress, but you know, teach them. And then we also got 2 kills with, what was it, the Chiha? And we got 1 kill with this. Hopefully more to come. Okay, we got 2 kills. LBTs are not my favorite. They, hello, drive. They have a lot of volume, a lot of empty space, and thus kind of hard to take out their crew all the way. Obviously, if you can ammo rack them, but that would require someone who has more experience in this game than I to memorize where ammo racks are. Plus, this is shooting solid shots, so not all around great volumetrics, but we still did pretty good. We took out both LBTs, which, with the exception of the M8 and I guess by extension the M22, but the M22 is in 1.0. But it can be, you know, you can face M22s in 1.0. I'd say the LBT is probably the best. It's up there. I will say it's just up there with American early tanks. Okay. So Tetra. We don't need that many rounds. sucks. So they put spotlights on it. This is different from the T-26 that you start with Soviet T-26. I believe. I still could be wrong. Pretty sure it's different. Back in middle school, on my old account, I played a lot of the Russian tech tree because I went to play the KV2, and so I had a bit of experience with this. Obviously, when you're grinding out tech trees, you don't stay in low rank stuff for very long. You can usually get out of them pretty quickly. But I don't recall the T-26 being an enjoyable play. Especially for Soviets, you're going to be wanting to play the BT-5, BT-7. And because I was going for the KV2, I unlocked the T-28, which was a monster at the time. Okay. As y'all can tell, I lack all the situational awareness. We're gonna lose as it is, so we're going to spawn in a plane. Cut our losses, First time I've ever played China, so far we have played a American armored car, a Russian light tank, and now we're flying a British plane. So quite the eclectic set of vehicles here. Let's see if that's an anti-aircraft truck. We can probably take it on. Or if it's open top. I don't see any planes. Is that flat pins? Nice. We're dead. Which I think comes to the surprise of absolutely nobody. But we did get the ground kill, so I think it's worth it. Wasn't going to be a enemy plane for us to take on. Well, poor family. Oh, we can just spawn in. This probably a waste of a respawn reserve ticket, but I don't know. I'm sure more will come in my adventures, so not too upset about using them. I don't love using them to begin with. Okay, that's a someone sound crucial. That is not gonna be. I should make sure there's no British light vehicle staring at me like there was last time. These bushes sometimes look a little too much like tanks. And sometimes they are. I think Gaijin adding bushes as vehicle, getting put on your vehicle to quote unquote decorate it. Worst addition to the game. Because those things make it impossible to see the enemy. Which maybe that was the plan. fact, I'm sure it probably was. But and then making it, you know, you have to have golden eagles to unlock them. Kind of scummy, in my opinion. You know, there's always been that perspective that War Thunder is a pay-to-play game, or no, yeah, pay-to-win. Sorry, pay-to-win game. Because so many premium vehicles are better than the normal tech tree. To an extent, that's true. I wouldn't say that's always true. I think there are plenty of balancing that they've done pretty well in the game. But the bushes, that's just stupid. Especially when you've got an already small tank. Using and then it just gets, you know, it's you hide inside of a bush in a small tank and you're pretty well hidden as it is. You got a little bit sticking out. So now replace that little bit with a bush camouflage. There you go. Now invisible. Well, there was that round. I know I'm just filled with riveting commentary. I don't possess much of a dialogue. We do get a free upgrade. That's cool. Brake system. Guess we'll do a horizontal drive. I want to do probably one more round before I call it a night and go off to greener pastures. Let's, as much as I really would rather not do it this way. Let's do another round of this guy. Because as nice it is, as nice as it is to, you know, actually progress in the game, you know, get some ground kills, get some air kills. Ultimately, until April 30th, the goal is the R2Y2, which would be my first jet ever since, I don't know, 2014 is the first time I ever played War Thunder on my old account. At the time, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think I was going for jet-wise. Well, it was confusing because there were a lot of things I was going for. I wanted the B-29 because B-29 was the coolest. It's my favorite plane. Still is. And then by extension, I just thought, okay, I'll get the B-57 jet bomber because it's right after the B-29. So I was going for that. I only got as far as, I think, the very first B-17, so didn't succeed there. I think the first jet I wanted, it was between like 4 jets. I wanted the Attacker, the British Attacker FB-1, because I thought it was just a funky looking plane. You know, it's this naval fighter interceptor, I think. Once again, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know what I'm talking about. And so I think I got as far as, I want to say, tier 3, rank 3. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. With the C5, Spitfire? I don't know. I know I got rank 2, because I had the Sea Hurricane. Okay, well, we're not gonna get that one. And then I also wanted, from Germany, the ME-163, the HE-162, and the Horton 229. So I wanted a lot from Germany. Not because they're intrinsically good planes. I hear they are pretty awful, to put it bluntly. But I did. Hold on. I thought they were funny looking. I like funny looking things. So that was the goal there. I had a lot of goals back then. Because then I wanted for tanks. And at the time, I think the British tech tree had recently dropped for tanks. I wanted to get the Tortoise, I think it was. I know I wanted the 3-inch gun carrier. I wanted the Archer because I thought it was funny that basically the tank is built backwards, so the gun is facing the rear. So to drive it, you're essentially it looks like you're driving backwards because you're driving where your gun's not pointing, and since it's a fixed gun, it's obviously going to... Did I seriously miss? Or did someone just take it out for me? I think someone just took it out before me. Love that. Wasting my time. And so, yeah, I was going for the Archer. I did get the Archer, and I wanted the 3-inch gun carrier. I don't think I ever got that. I don't think I got past the Archer. And I think there's an anti-aircraft gun I was also going for, but I don't know. Long time ago. Not the point. For the Soviet Union, obviously I was going for the KV-2. Once I got the KV-2, I just kind of told myself, well, might as well finish up this line of tech tree. So I think at the time, the last one was the T10M. So then you go, I think it's KV-2, KV-85 into the IS-1. I know I got the KV-85. I don't know if I ever got the IS-1. But really, KV-2 was my only goal because I liked the big explosive cannon. And then the American tanks, I really wanted the T-95 Tortoise. I don't know what they call it. But I got as far as the M10. I was really bad at the game. Still am. I have made virtually no improvement. But I know I got to the M10. I don't think I got to the M36. At the same time, I also wanted to get the M41 Walker Bulldog, which I definitely didn't get. I got the M22. I think I got the M24, the Chaffee, but don't remember. So all in all, I got the KV-2. I got the Archer. And I don't think I got anything else I was going for. I had the American A26, which was a PlayStation exclusive. Premium, which I was big fan of because there was only one other, at least at the time. I haven't checked since, I could be woefully wrong, but at the time, there was only one other A26 in the game, which you could only get. I don't know if it was something that you could still get, or if it was like a one-time thing. If I recall correctly, it had something to do with you had to buy a computer. It was like $1,000 or $700. It was a very expensive piece of hardware. And I think it's part of a competition. Not really sure. But it basically, at the time, was the rarest vehicle in the game. Right until the E100 came out. And so, I thought it was pretty snazzy for that. I wasn't, but I thought it was. Because anyone who has at the time I had a PS4 could just buy it, so it wasn't really special. But it was a very good rank 4 premium plane. It got me the first B-17. I did not fly the plane well. I would immediately destroy a base because the thing got air spawn. It was fast. It had at least a 2,000-pound bomb, maybe more. I don't remember. Enough to take out a base. And I think I tried a dogfight with it. And I would say it was probably a decent enough interceptor. You know, it was a medium to light bomber. But it was definitely not, you know, at rank 4, that was, I don't know. Obviously, battle ratings have changed since, but at the time was probably, I don't really know. I don't know what the standards are anymore, but it was going up against high tier 190s, Spitfires, early jets. You know, I'd see the occasional 262, 162. I think I saw a couple Kikas, the Japanese version of the 262. There wasn't too many random battles, so you wouldn't really see American jets. Well, you'd see them, but they were on your team. A few F-80s, P-80s. So, you know, mix that with someone who just was bad at the game. Not a recipe for success. But, you know, learning experience. Everything's a learning experience. This has been the worst game. I don't think we're gonna go for these. We might. We're gonna try something stupid. And fail miserably. Okay. Dear Lord. Okay, how far away are we from those? No one's gonna bomb us. So let's drop our bombs. Get some points, you know. Get above 0. Hopefully not get pilot sniped by the anti-aircraft. Let's drop one right there. Alright, not too bad. Got one. Let's get away from there, because that bridge, those are tanks. Points wise, if we're playing to help our team, we should be aiming for these tanks. But there's more anti-aircraft. And I can take out those much easier. Not to mention, if they're clustered together, I can, you know, potentially get more than one kill per bomb. Let's drop it right there. Okay, well, we basically failed when it came to getting an impressive number of kills. Is that it? Yeah, okay. Let's try. Let's try this. Okay. Well, we're not going to be able to land and rearm and then fly over and bomb again, so we are going to try to take out this thing with our nose cannon. The problem is it takes so long. Okay. Doing a bang up job. Instead of turning around, is there? Let's start by getting this around quicker. And then oh boy. Never let your enemy know how horrible you are. Show them. Dispelling doubt in their mind. Okay, let's try this again. At this point, I have a better shot at just flying my plane into them. Okay, I'm gonna try. Oh my goodness. That was the most impressive thing I think I have ever done in this game. Which is not a testament to what I just pulled off, but it is a testament to how bad I am, right? Because, one, I've seen plenty of videos of people taking out ground targets with their machine gunners, and in the same manner I did of flying straight up and then shooting down. But one, that's the first time I've ever done it. Two, they usually have their like auto leveling system turned off. I don't, so I had less time, and I only hit once. Now, granted, that was a 20mm cannon versus what I can only presume to be a truck. So, you know, a little bit of coughing baby versus hydrogen bomb going on. But I did still like snipe the driver with that one, so pretty impressive if you ask me. I think yep, that's the last guy. Let's Let's try to climb to meet them. I get the feeling that we're never gonna make it. 7 minutes? Yeah, no. We can try to take out these 110s. Emphasis on try. Oh goodness. Emphasis on try. Needlessly putting myself into harm's way. But I need those points if I am ever to make it past the P1 mile. Okay, we need to get in front of this one so I can turn this around. Come on. Come on. Truly, this gun's awful tame. These, both of them are. I need to just turn off the auto leveling. Once I have an income source, I might look into getting some extension control schemes or devices so that I can try my hand at trying some other control points. Oh my goodness. Just angle down, angle up. Really shouldn't be that hard. Sorry, I'm not good at multitasking. So that, I can try to set up so I can control the plane while in gunner mode. Okay, good. Got one. Bubbling. If it falls out of the sky in 4 minutes. See if we can find the other one. Not sure where it's at. How's our team looking? Looking pretty alive. That P40 seems to have carried the team. Their squadron. Whole squadron. The epitome of a boring game this is turning out to be. Machine's not going to fall in the sky. We need to get lower than it. Not necessarily lower, but we need to get level with it. Okay, well there's the other one. Don't ram into it like an idiot. Okay, well, it's taking a little too long for me to, oh boy, to get it out of the sky. So I wanted to confirm my kill. really, there's not going to be anything else from this match. 3 minutes. It's obviously a bomber who kept on climbing, and nothing on our team was going to be capable of reaching it. There's the other one. Remember when I said we wouldn't have enough time to go back to base, rearm, and bomb some more? Oh, that's wrong. Oh, no, it's a 109. It's just up there, I guess. First round that we've survived to the very end. Hard to believe. Hard to believe. Second. Alright. I am back. Part of me wants to do one more round. So I might. I might. I don't really have much going on this week. I'm waiting on responses from places I applied to. And not a whole lot I can do until they respond. So I am supposed to find out sometime this week, as early as tomorrow, maybe. If got the jobs. In such a case, there will be stuff to do tomorrow, but it won't be anything that I need to be up early for. So until then, I'm just I'm good to stay up late. Did a lot of errands this morning, so pretty happy with my productivity. Did laundry, got groceries. Tomorrow I do need to cook, but that is not going to be difficult. It's as simple as defrosting some chicken and then cooking said chicken and then putting, don't know what I'm trying to say, putting rice in the rice cooker, calling it a day. So that will take no time at all. No, what do we want to look at? What do we want to look at? Crew. I really want to get their vitality up. Because in the event that we actually get targeted by an enemy plane, it would be nice to not have my gunner immediately die. Okay, how much did that net us in the what do you call it? In this. About 2K, 3K-ish. Okay, so that's not the worst. That sucks, because this one would actually be somewhat good to fly, because it has 220 mil cannons as its offensive armament, and it still has the 13 mil, essentially 50 caliber turret, quote unquote turret, rear gunner, more like. So it's actually, got some staying power over the D4Y3. But at the same time, I'm not going to use it to research any of these. or any of these. So there's no point in buying it right away. So I guess it's fine that I don't buy it. I don't know. I shouldn't be complaining about being able to actually save money. Save up money. You're not saving anything. But do I get naval bombs yet? Oh no, but I get torpedoes. This might be this might be a bad idea. But this could. Well, it's not a bad idea. There's no. Yeah. No, this is an okay idea. Against America and British, yeah. Let's do it. Because bombs aren't gonna matter. One, I'm not gonna hit them. I can't hit bombs to save my life on naval targets. Not to mention that they probably won't do the damage I want them to do. But I've also never have fired a torpedo, so I don't know. The specifics of how to drop this. Because you do have to be like flying slow to drop them. But if I rip my wings off, it won't matter. So let's try not to do that. Okay, and the other issue is obviously going to be enemy pins. How fast? Drop speed is 346. Okay, we'll be fine. Well, what's the drop altitude? Drop height 0 to 260. Okay, well, we are well within the realms of that. I guess we go for the battleship. I don't know. It's the first thing I'm headed towards, and if I want to survive, I would rather not have to aim for the destroyer behind it, because I'm already going to get ripped apart with anti-aircraft fire. Kilometer away, we will drop. Drop. Okay, now we need to get out expeditiously. Where's my torpedo? Oh, did we just miss altogether? Cool. Cool. I love that. Oh, it'd be so funny if it hit that destroyer. It's not going to. No, it's not going to. But if it did, it would have been so funny. Dang. Well. Let's do that again. But this time, let's actually try to hit the ship. We almost hit that one. Honestly, impressive what I almost accomplished. But now that torpedo is long in the wind, on a journey of its own, a life of its own. Yeah, I was gonna say. Those do run out of fuel to continue propelling themselves after a while. There's like 7 different airfields, so not much of a concern here. We'll just belly land. Or try to belly land. If we fail to belly land, then what I have effectively done is launched a torpedo, narrowly missed 3 separate boats with it, and then crash my plane into the ground, which would effectively do nothing for my progress. So let's try to get this done so we can get back out there. Perfect landing. Or we're gonna get no points because the entire enemy team is almost dead. So, oh, it's because that SB2C has gun pods. So he just shot down 4 aircraft. Another SB2C, I presume, probably had gun pods and shut down one of those aircraft. One of them just crashed into the ocean, is what I am gathering. So let's try our best. F6F, that's just oh no, and oh, okay. Yeah, no, that was a round in which we did quite literally nothing. Good game, we survived. We gained some valuable knowledge, which is to not stupidly drop your torpedo. But, like I said, everything's a learning experience, and I am bad at learning. Let's try that again. One more round. Need to remember to change from torpedoes back to bombs, because torpedoes are not going to do us any good on this map. Close it out for tonight. See what we can manage. Okay. Got 200, and I should go for the same target. Or any target that is not the one that this 2M is going for. Because I can't destroy a base, but I can do some damage. Right. Honestly, kind of want to do 1-1. We'll get, I think it's about half on this base, going against the Soviets and the Americans. And then hopefully that 217 can finish it off. Open the bomb bay. Okay, we're still too far away, which is fine. Just let them do their thing. Right now, all you want is a passive observer. You're here to get your points and leave. Being a P1Y1 pilot might be the least useful thing you can do for your team. I think I dropped one of those bombs too early because I couldn't see the bomb run. It's a MiG-3. I don't know what to think it's in the realm of guns, but I just kind of assume everything has a 20mm cannon. Oh, did I hit it twice? Good for me. Doesn't matter what that thing has because he's pulling off. Also doesn't matter because this thing has the worst turret. You can't shoot anything directly behind you, basically. You can't shoot anything below you unless you're, you know, going front first. But good luck with that. You're not gonna succeed too well. I feel like our airfield is very close to the battle. Really not a good plane. I'll say it. Unpopular opinion. But this thing sucks. Does it have a better defensive gun? Yes. Is it probably better defensively? Probably. I don't really remember how well the D4Y3 performed because I didn't have to play it that much. And it still sucked, but it had at least, I can't believe I'm giving it credit, it at least had an offensive gun. Even if it was a 7.7, but that's not the point. The point is, this thing sucks, and I cannot wait to be done with it. Especially because after this, I think I only have to do planes that have one offensive armaments, but two decent weapons. I wouldn't say they're all great, but they're at least decent, you know? So. I'll try to land without belly landing, because this runway is really short. Does this thing not have brakes? Okay, it does. I just evidently don't know the specifications for when brakes can be applied. Okay. First smooth landing in ages. Okay, we got one base destroyed. There's one more. I find it hard to believe that I will be able to take off, fly over, and bomb it in time to actually destroy it, but and also survive. Hello? Who's there? Oh, is it the yak one? Okay, well, whatever it is. Let's get off this runway. Because if it is a bomber that I don't see, I would like to not be on here when the bombs drop. It'd be weird for it to be a bomber. They still need to destroy our points to benefit from bombing our base. If you've played War Thunder, you're very well aware the player base does not always make the best decisions. I mean, I never. We could bomb the enemy airfield. I don't think that's the play. I think we're more likely to get demolished by enemy anti-aircraft, as well as planes that will just be taking off on the runway. Not to mention, I don't necessarily think that the points we get from doing that are going to be all that good. Granted, the points from destroying ground targets probably not going to be all that good, but we won't know either way. P40. The Yak one concerns me. Little sketchy. Little sketchy. Don't love it. Maybe he doesn't know that the P1Y1 is... Okay, he's definitely coming for me. Turn in. Reverse. Can't even hit him. Do we carry the speed over him? I think we do. I think we just keep carrying on. And we're lined up perfectly for this tank column. So, yeah. Let's just hit it. Both bombs probably only hit one, if any at all. Yeah, no, dropped those way too soon. Let's see if we can at least go for this artillery. Oh, okay, never mind. Let's just go back this way. Expeditiously. A little bit faster. Please. Oh, okay. Or, better idea, let's just plummet into the ground. That's the route I wanted to take. Silly of me to think otherwise. Ugh. Well, I think that's going to do it for today. Once again, I don't anticipate anyone's actually watching these. At most, I will. But if anyone is, hello. I apologize for the hour of silence you had. Um, unless you didn't, and this is the hour of silence in the second half. I don't know. There's at least half of this which is quiet. Um, I think I kind of prefer to do it this way because I do end up dying more than I survive, so it would make it easier to record these. Also, I kind of enjoy talking to myself over silently playing, so maybe I'll do this again. Maybe I'll just continue to do silent recordings of these. Who knows? But yeah, it was an experience, to say the least. Anywho, I suppose I will see y'all later.